All right, potential and kinetic energy. Let's take a look at our essential question. How are potential energy and kinetic energy alike and different? We'll come back and answer our essential question at the end. Let's take a look at the questions here below. The first one, at which point can you find the greatest potential energy? So remember, we look up here at the top, point A is potential energy. We know it's potential energy because it's just chilling there at the top, doing nothing, kind of like Coach Agoogie. And when it's not moving and just kind of chilling up there, that is potential energy. All right, let's look at the next one. At which point can you find the greatest kinetic energy? So, when we take a look at kinetic energy, all right, whenever you're at point A, we know that's at potential, so you're going down the roller coaster and you're speeding up, all right, and then you hit the very bottom, point C. That's where most of the energy is going to be. So the greatest kinetic energy would be point C. So let's go ahead and type that one in here. All right. C. And we said the first one was A. And let's look at the third one. Describe what happens to the potential energy from point D to point E. So we have point D right up here. Kind of, it's not the highest point, but it's, it's getting up there. So from point D to E, we know that it decreases. All right, let's look at the next one. Describe the amount using percentages of potential and kinetic energy at point B. So when we take a look at point B right here, it's not at the very top where it would be most potential. And we said at the very bottom, that's the most kinetic energy. So it's in between. So since it's right here in between, the percentage of potential would be 50%, which means the percentage for kinetic will be 50%. So we'll do P for potential, 50%. And kinetic would be 50%. Let's move on to the next slide. On this slide here, we have energy transformations. So the essential question, how do energy transformations demonstrate the law of conservation of mass? We'll come back again at the end and we'll answer the essential question. Let's focus on the questions below. First question, number 1. When a flashlight is turned on, chemical energy stored in the batteries is turned into what types of energy? So the type of energy with the batteries being stored, we know that is chemical. Starts off with chemical. And from chemical, it goes to electrical. And after electrical, we have light. Number 2, explain the energy transformation, the process for a computer. So for a computer, the first part is electrical energy. From electrical, what's mostly electrical, from there, it goes to heat energy. And guess what? There is also light, because the screen on your computer, that light is light energy. And there's one more. Actually, two more. The sound on your computer. We know sound comes from your speakers, so we have sound energy. So we'll type in speakers, and that gives us sound energy. And our last one, describe an energy transformation that occurs in an everyday task. So one that comes to my mind that you got, well, you guys don't use your cell phone much in class, but I think of a cell phone. So if you're charging your cell phone, guess what? You start off with chemical energy, which is your battery. So let me type here. Our first one is chemical energy. That's your battery in your phone. And then it goes to electrical, which is the sound, light, electrical. And then from electrical, we have, again, sound, light, and heat.